welcome to another Class 66 Rocks review. Now, in this review I'm not taking a look at a locomotive, I'm not taking a look at any Stobart models, I'm actually taking a look at a book which I've ordered off Amazon. It is American, so you've probably seen the UK version like Traction Recognition, which I've reviewed on my channel, but because I've now started purchasing HO locomotives, I thought what better way to read up on the HO locomotives and look at how they're detailed than by buying a book on it. But I'd also like to say that I will be purchasing some new locos, hopefully next month. Might be getting one or two, but at the minute I am also thinking of getting a new car. So I'm trying to save for that, as it's a car that I really want. And I'm trying to save for locomotives, and I'm trying to get a new job, as I've really had enough of the one I've got. And I'm just trying to get some money to keep me living on as well. So it's all go. But if you bear with me, I will try and get a layout video uploaded as soon as when you watch this video I will have completed all the work on the track area, on the layout, and then obviously that will be featured in the July update on my channel. So then the locomotives will be appearing on the channel a lot more frequently, so hopefully we'll be back to normal before too long. So without me keep going on and on and on and on and on, I'll do a review and get on with the book and go on and on and on and on and on about that instead. So today we are looking at Modern Diesel Power. It's by an author called Brian Solomon, and I think it's part of the Gallery series. So we'll just turn the book around and have a look at the back. So as we can see here, I paid about $14.99 for it off Amazon. I'll just take that hair out of it. But obviously it's available in the US and available in Canada as well. Now it is quite informative. It's got quite a few locomotives, including the EMD, SDs, GPs and G-9s, etc. Now one locomotive that it hasn't got in is the GP38-2. So I've obviously just read some of it, but now what I'll do, I'll just show you a few pages inside the book and you can see what it's like. Now sorry for the camera, as the book's that big I forgot to raise the legs high enough on my tripod, so I'll just have to keep it low down, but I'll show you the pictures the best I can. So obviously this book features locos like Metra, so we're just going to skim brief through it. It's divided up into sections, obviously about modern diesel power and what was used during the day. So if we just skip through, obviously we've got an introduction, which gives you a brief introduction about the American locomotives, etc. It then moves on to GE, who are General Electric, and as you can see there's a Union Pacific train, which is pulling the business class train, I believe it is. So it is a really informative book. And you've got railroads such as BNSF, about what locomotives do what work. Now I was quite interested to find out about BNSF, as it said that they used certain locomotives for intermodal stack trains and certain locomotives for coal trains. But as you can see, the book is absolutely loaded with pictures and information, and if I took each page and told you about it, it'd probably take me 5 hours or 6 hours, however long it'd take, and you'd probably all be asleep at your desks watching my video. I think everybody pretty complained that I took way too long. But as you can see, we've got Santa Fe, Conrail, the list is endless really, so I'll just speed up Again, we've got Santa Fe, and back here we've got CN, Canadian National. So we'll just keep going through the book, and again we'll just notice brief locomotives, CSX. So obviously, if you've got this book, you'll agree with me, it is a really fascinating book. But if you haven't, then I suggest you get over to Amazon and order it if you're into HO locomotives. And this is the information that I was going to show you about, actually. There, AC locomotives are assigned to heavy service, such as coal trains, while DC locomotives are assigned to manifest and intermodal services. And BNSF actually operate these. So that was the bit I was picking up on earlier. So again, we can see here we've got BNS locomotives running in a consist just there. So I'll just get to the bit further now, and I'll show you what else is featured in this very interesting book. Obviously, all the major railroads are in here. It's also got a section on passenger locomotives, such as Metro. I think Amtrak are in here somewhere. Yep, they are. They're there. Amtrak are in, and also featured in the book is, when I get to it, the switches, which I think just switch like intermodal stacks and coal trains from different locations within a yard. But again, we've got Union Pacific, I think, yep, BNSF, and there's quite a lot of lines. Well, I think it's, do they call them Class 1 railroads in America? I think they do. A lot of these railroads obviously operate these switches, etc. But the book is jammed, packed, full of information, and it is a really, really, really interesting read. And it is and I highly recommend it to anybody, and also to anybody who may be modelling HO scale locomotives, as it gives you the different views and the detailing on the front if you wanted to make your loco look really realistic. But that's it, basically. The Modern Diesel Power Book by Brian Solomon.